as implying that he doesn't love you or he loves you any less. That's the main point here. This attraction that a man has for another woman literally is at a surface level. There's no heart attraction. The love is going to be for his wife, but it is a different part of the brain. It has nothing to do with the wife being unattractive, with the wife being any less beautiful. In fact, it's not even fully sexual. And by that I mean, it's not the case that every beautiful woman he sees, he actually wants to take her to a hotel or motel and do it with her. No, it's just that it's a man's nature to admire the outer beauty of a woman. And I'm reminded of a very famous scenario. I'm not going to mention the names in this class, but a case went to court. It was in the national media and whatnot. That there was a really famous world model. She is known across the world, and every one of you probably knows of her name. She's one of the top 5 models in the world. That's how beautiful she is, right? And she has posed naked and with clothes on. She is drop dead gorgeous. And her husband was caught looking at pornography in their own house. And so she ended up divorcing him. Now what's the moral of the story here? This man was married to one of the most drop-dead, gorgeous models on the face of this earth. But he wasn't satisfied with her. He wanted more. And the irony is, excuse me for being so blunt here, while this man is looking at these dirty images, there must have been millions of men around the world looking at dirty images of his own wife, because she's one of the top models in the world. And his own wife is in the next bedroom. That was the whole point, is that, the wife is at home, she's there, and he's not satisfied. He wants something else. Now, again, astaghfirullah, I'm not excusing what the guy's done. I'm not saying that this is right. What I'm saying, though, is that sisters, don't diminish your own ego, your own sense of honor and respect if you do find your husband looking at another woman. Of course reprimand him, of course rebuke him, but it's got nothing to do with you, and it's got nothing to do with his love for you. Secondly, when you realize that men have this huge problem looking at women, and they have all of these images circulating of women in their minds and popping up everywhere around them, try to understand just for a while the frustration that he feels, the sexual frustration. And imagine that if he couldn't get that sexual frustration satisfied with his wife, where will it lead him? Sisters, no man in any Western country can even cross the street or turn on the television or open up a magazine or log onto an internet site except that there are dozens or hundreds of images smacking him across the face. My point to you is, have some sympathy, have some mercy, have some love, and give him that sexual attention that he deserves as your husband. Sisters, let me be blunt here. If you're not going to flaunt your body in front of your husband, if you're not going to be confident by showing your body and your nakedness in front of your husband, if you're not going to show him what is halal for him to see, well then what do you expect him to do? Let him appreciate your beauty, let him appreciate what Allah has blessed you with, and inshallah ta'ala that will help him minimize some of the problems that he faces. Inshallah we'll take another break here and come back and finish up what women need to know about men. The fifth fact, for a man, romance is all about sex. That's just the fact of the matter. Men will do romance, and the only reason they will do it is because they want it to lead to sex. For them, romance and sex go hand in hand. They just don't get the importance of just giving gifts, giving chocolates, giving flowers, unless it's going to be linked to the sexual reward after that. And therefore, there is a perception, and it's relatively true, that men are a little bit unromantic. They're inherently unromantic. They're awkward about romance. However, when men are surveyed about romance, an extremely large percentage of them respond that they would like to be romantic. Well then, if they want to be romantic, why are they so clueless about how to be romantic? Well, as a man, let me tell you honestly how we feel. And of course, what I'm about to tell you is found in many simple self-help books and psychological guides, so it's not just coming from me. The number one reason men will not be romantic is because they fear that their efforts will be rejected, mocked, ridiculed, or discarded. In other words, men fear